Hello there, Internet user extraordinaire. My name is Adam Capello, and this is going to be a tutorial on pinball style juggling. So, there are two important things to think about before you attempt any kind of pinball style juggling. First is your prop choice. I highly recommend Russian style juggling balls. Due to their bottom heaviness, they will roll very smoothly on your body for pinball style juggling. I imagine Selexes would work as well, but I've never tried them out. Beanbags just bounce around and they really don't work as well. Another important thing to consider is your choice of attire. Now, your pants are not going to matter so much, though I would highly recommend wearing some. Your choice of shirt is going to matter quite a lot. Long sleeve shirts of any sort are generally not recommended for pinball style juggling, as they cause too much friction. The balls get caught up in them, especially if they're baggy. The recommended attire is a looser fitting t-shirt, because it leaves most of your arm free. So, the first step in learning pinball style juggling is executing a single pinball style throw with one ball. To do this, you will adopt a posture where you lean back ever so slightly. Not enough so that it will become awkward, just a little. You turn your arm so that the palm faces inward. And you will execute the throw so that the ball lands a little bit above the crook of your elbow, rolls down to your hand, and you catch it there. Now, two important things to note about this is that one, all of the action is happening against your body. You're not throwing the ball so that it is in the air, hits your body, and then goes down like this. For the entire duration of the flight path, the ball is along your body. Second important thing to note is that for pinball style juggling, there is very little arm movement involved. It's pretty much all in the wrist. Exercise number 1 is the 2-ball exchange, side swap 3-3-0. The pattern that we all know and love and use to learn 3 balls. What you'll do is adopt that lean back posture I mentioned earlier, focus on keeping your arms in, and make the pinball style throws. Right, left, catch, catch. Left, right, catch, catch. Right, left, etc., etc. So, the first exercise to work on with 3-ball pinball is the single isolated throw again, this time with the presence of these 2 more balls that you hold on to. What you do is you make the single throw, and then the ball in your hand, you roll to the front of your hand, so you're holding it by these first 3 fingers. Let the ball slide down, catch it there. Do that for both hands. The purpose of this is to you getting used to the grip, release, and collect for a 3-ball pinball. So, next up is the 3-ball flash. Right, left, right, collect. Left, right, left, collect. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Now, important thing while working on this pattern is to avoid rushing yourself. The 3-ball pinball is much slower than your 3 in the air. It's a very slow right, left, right pace, rather than your right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left pace that you know from the 3-ball cascade. So once you've got 3 throws solid, you can work on 4, until you have that many solid, then you can do 5, 6, 10, 20, 500, etc., etc., etc. So, next up, the exercise for 4-ball pinball style juggling. Now for this, your arms are going to be in a slightly different position. Instead of the completely inward grip that you use for 3 and 5 and 7, assumedly, you're going to take your palm and rotate it so that it's about 45 degrees in relation to your body. This will allow you to make a little bit of a shoveling motion so that you can keep the 2-in-1 hand pattern going. So what you'll do is you'll just try 1, 2 throws. For this, it's very important to keep the circular fountain movement very, very pronounced so that the balls do not collide, because they're going to be traveling on the same path. So you have a little bit of front and back, but mostly a circular side-to-side pattern. You'll work on just 2 catches, 3 catches, etc., etc., making sure that each step becomes solid. You'll work on that equally as much in your non-dominant hand. Same grip. Get that very solid. Next up, side swap 4-2-3 in 3-ball pinball. So you start with your 3-ball pinball. Then what you'll do is you'll make a self-throw with your right hand, self-throw, a crossing throw with your right hand, self with your left, crossing left, etc., etc. So in practice, it looks like this. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, etc., etc., etc. Work on just a single round of this within a 3-ball pattern, just a 4, 2, quite a lot from both sides, then 2 connected, 3 connected, etc., until you can run it without looking. Next up is the final 3-ball drill for the 4-ball pinball fountain. Side swap 4-4-4-0. What it'll be is you'll have 2 in your dominant hand, 1 in your non-dominant, right, left, right. Right, left, right. And in your left hand, left, right, left, left, right, left. Then you'll do this continuously on your right side, just 2 rounds, 2 rounds on your left, then 3 on your right, etc., 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 both sides. A good extension of this is side swap 4-4-4-0-3, so that it's the same pattern, but it's symmetric. Right, left, right, 3, left, right, left, 3, right, left, right, 3, 4-4-4-0-3, 4-4-4-0-3, 4-4-4-0-3, 4-4-4-0-3. If you can run this without looking, probably ready for the 4-ball pinball. Fountain. Next up, 4-ball pinball, the flash. Right, left, catch. Left, right, catch. Now, important thing when running 2 in one hand and both hands at the same time, especially for pinball style juggling, is that you don't make the throws too narrow. Because if you throw the balls from like the center of your, a little bit more than the center of your body, like this, they'll either collide or go to the wrong hand or various other bad things. Make sure to have each pattern be on a completely separate side of your body. They shouldn't interact in any way. Work on the flash starting from your dominant and non-dominant hands. Once you've got the flash solid, try 6 catches. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Then from your left hand, left, right, left, right, left, right. Going up in sets of 2, getting each step solid. So, eventually, 4-ball pinball fountain should look like this. If you can run it without looking, you're ready to do the drills for 5-ball pinball. So, the first drills for 5-ball pinball are done with 3 balls. So what you'll do is a very, very slow 3-ball pinball. Still having the throws go just as high as before, and waiting as long as possible to throw them again. Next drill is the exact opposite, waiting as little time as possible before throwing them, so that you're practically bouncing them out of your hands after you catch it, using a very, very low dwell time. Next up is the 3-ball flash. Side swap 5-5-5-0-0. It'll look something like this. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. Done very, very fast. Now for this, you'll notice that the zeros really don't take up so much time. Don't worry about that too much, because 5-ball pinball is going to be a very, very fast pattern, especially as you're first learning it. So don't worry if the zeros don't take up too much time. Just make sure there is at least a small amount of time where both hands are empty. You can't really clap or anything in pinball, so just see that both hands are empty and accept that as the truth. First drill for 5-ball pinball with 4 balls is going to be side swap 5-5-2. What you'll do is just 2 rounds of it connected. 5-5-2, 5-5-2. Then from your left hand, 5-5-2, 5-5-2. 5-5-2, 5-5-2, 5-5-2, 5-5-2. Get that very, very solid. If you can do the flash very solidly, you're ready to move on to more catches. So you can try 3 rounds connected. 5-5-2, 5-5-2, 5-5-2. Then from your left hand, 5-5-2, 5-5-2, 5-5-2. Slowly increasing the rounds of 5-5-2 until you can just straight up run it. Next up is probably the second most important drill for 5-ball pinball. Side swap 5-5-5-5-0, or the crossing flash. Right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right. Doing 1 round of that, so it's ridiculously easy. Now this one is going to be pretty fast. Don't worry so much if it feels like you're kind of rushing to get the balls out there. That's just the nature of pinball style juggling. And once you've got 1 round of this, try 2 rounds. From your left hand, oops, and from your right. Now that right there is pretty much the core of the rhythm for a 5-ball pinball. If you can run this without looking, I'd say you're pretty prepared for 5-ball. Next up, 5-ball pinball, the Flash. 5 throws, 5 catches. Let's work on it both from your right and your left hands. This is a really important step. You're going to probably be working at this for quite a while before you work on it, before you work on any large number of catches. I found working on 5 to 7 catches quite a lot was the largest part of my practice for 5-ball pinball. It took me the most amount of time. But this step, once you can get it solid, is really the essence behind 5-ball pinball. And once you've got the Flash, or the 6 catches pretty solid, you can try to go for just a little bit longer, say 8 catches. I think that was 8 catches. And then 9. And then the Qualify, 10 catches of 5-ball pinball. Now, this pattern, as you keep learning it, will get slower and slower over time. You're going to start with a very, very fast 5-ball pinball. Something kind of like this rhythm. However, as you get more comfortable with pinball-style juggling, you can slow that rhythm down. It's not such a huge adjustment, but it feels more relaxed. So, now for some ideas for variations on pinball-style juggling. What you're looking for in terms of side swaps where the high throws are all the same, and the low throws are nothing greater than a 2. This is because getting the relative difference in side swaps, where the ball thrown earlier lands later, the ball thrown later lands earlier, is really, really difficult unless it's a 1, a 0, or a 2. And not an active 2 either, a passive 2. So stuff like 4-4-1, the shower, box, other shower, and then like 5-ball stuff like 6-6, 6x 2 star, and 6-6-6-6-1. All good things to try out in pinball-style juggling. Other things that are fun is combining partially pinball patterns and partially non-pinball patterns. So like half pinball, half BBB with 4, or pinball overhead. Are both really, really cool patterns because for pinball, you don't have to look at it. So you can be doing an infinite number of other things while you've got pinball-style juggling going. Just some thoughts. So just a final note on pinball-style juggling. For me personally, I found it was a very clicky trick, meaning that I would stay at one level for a good while, then I'd make a leap to the next step in progress. Like I spent like 3 weeks on just like the Flash or like 6 catches, and then one day I just kind of spontaneously got a run of like around 20 catches or so for 5-ball pinball, and I found that same kind of phenomenon present all throughout pinball-style juggling. So if you find yourself stuck at one level for what seems like a really long time, don't worry so much. You might just be ready to make that next jump.